Man, what's up everybody? You already know who it is. It's White Boy Rick, back at it again with another video. And in today's video, we got a couple things to cover. We're gonna talk about a New Year's Eve celebration gone wrong, how a lady got struck in her head by a stray bullet, and I'm gonna fill you in on what ShotSpotter is. Let's go. Fresno, California. A woman was hit by a stray bullet that fell from the sky during the New Year's Eve celebration. The woman was at Shay Orozco's house near Wishing and Garland. Moments after the clock struck midnight, a bullet tore through Orozco's cloth canopy in her backyard and hit the woman in the head. We looked down and saw it was midnight and said, "Happy New Year," and immediately she started to bleed, Orozco said. The small group was sitting in Orozco's backyard when it happened. Orozco was on the phone with 911 less than a minute after midnight. You hear every year. You hear the gunshots. You hear that people are outside shooting, but you never really think about what happens when the bullet drops. Fresno police say their ShotSpotter technology usually goes off about 15 times on a normal weekend day. Between 6 p.m. on New Year's Eve and 6 a.m. on New Year's Day, it went off more than 340 times, with the technology picking up more than 1,700 rounds being fired. Once those guns start going off, the bullets are going to come back down. People need to understand that, said Lieutenant Stephen Viveros of the Fresno PD. Lieutenant Viveros said the police department will be examining the ShotSpotter information and serving search warrants at homes where the gunshots were fired on New Year's. The technology can pinpoint where the gun was fired from, and even if the gun is legally owned, it could be held as evidence. We've seen it time and time again where a judge agrees with us that we have probable cause to go search those residents. And that's what we've done in the past, and that's what we're going to continue to do. If it's found that the gun was negligently discharged, like shooting the gun in the air on New Year's in a populated city, the gun could be destroyed and the shooter could be arrested. We want to send a clear message that this will not be tolerated. The department will be issuing search warrants for New Year's gunfire over the next week and a half after already making multiple arrests the night of. Meanwhile, the woman who was hit in the head, she's gonna be alright. She was released from the hospital on Friday. The ordeal has left Orozco hoping police find the people responsible and leaving her uneasy about holidays to come. I feel like I should be able to celebrate something without fear of someone getting hurt. Alright, so look, there's two main reasons I wanted to cover this incident, right? Reason number one, the unidentified woman, there's no way to contact her. We don't know who got shot, right? So there's no GoFundMe, there's no links, there's no way to email her. We just have to keep her in our hopes and prayers. But also, she is doing alright. She was released from the hospital that Friday. She's recovering. She's good, no major damage. It was completely random though, you feel me? She was at the homegirl's house, New Year's Eve, having a kickback, relaxed, low key. She wasn't out in the street, she wasn't doing nothing, and she got shot in the head by a stray bullet. Gotta be thankful she's alright. It could have been 1,000 times worse. She could have had her brains blowed out in the homegirl's backyard while doing nothing. Just saying Happy New Year. Man, there's millions of people across the whole world celebrating, hoping for change, hoping for a better year, preparing, getting ready to start their goals. She's just another one who's sitting there hoping for a better 2021 than 2020 was. Started off the year by getting shot in the head. So my heart goes out to her. She's doing all right. All right, now the second reason I wanted to cover this incident is I want to kind of inform you guys on what ShotSpotter is. See, I've never heard about ShotSpotter before this incident, so I found it quite interesting to know what type of technology they're putting in our cities, right? So ShotSpotter, what it is it's a gunshot audio technology, right? So they put these boxes, this equipment boxes up on light poles and buildings and stuff like that in the cities, right? Costs about $65,000 to $100,000 per square mile. That's a lot of money per square mile. And what it does is you have them posted up on these street lights on these buildings, and when a gunshot goes off, it triangulates the location, longitude and latitude. So you'll have the different sensors throughout the city. When a gunshot goes off, it grabs the 3 closest ones to the gunshot. So if I'm standing here, it's gonna grab corner, and one behind me, right, to make a triangle. And it's gonna pinpoint my location of where the gun went off within a 10-foot radius. Within a 10-foot radius, when you fire a gun off like that, if you're near the sensors, it's gonna tell them where the gun went off at, right? What it doesn't do, because it's audio equipment, so it's built to hear and detect gunfire. So if you're walking by one, it's not going to hear personal conversations. It doesn't record voices, and it doesn't record video. So you're not constantly being recorded, and your conversations ain't getting recorded and all that, right? It's specifically for gunfire. So what you might be thinking is, well, shit, if I go ahead and pop a suppressor on that, they ain't gonna be able to detect it, right? Wrong. That equipment is strictly built for gunfire. So whether it's suppressed or not, if you're near that equipment, it's gonna pick up the sound. Okay? It's in over 90 cities already, and it's just expanding and expanding. It's actually at some colleges and higher tier schools as well. So for all you youngsters, for all you little tough guys who like to run around and dump shots in the air, thinking there's no consequences, thinking there ain't shit gonna happen because, well, shit, I let off and I ain't get caught, I'm good, right? You could be sadly mistaken at some point. I'm making this video to bring awareness. We don't need youngsters running around dumping shots. This lady got shot in her head by a straight bullet. But hey, if you like this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you also turn the notification bell on so you can see it first. It's White Boy Rick. Until next time.